All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It is February 19, 2026, and I'm Nish. This is my podcast. This series is the Be Good series. I also have another series called Good Grief, and I'll be doing more podcasts for that particular topic. But today, I want to talk about being good and doing good, as far as how this relates to our peace, really. So let's get started on that. Let me put the put myself up on the screen there. Hello, everybody. I want to start doing things more where you actually see my face, and I want to get to know you as well. All right, so tonight's topic or today's topic is um, about being good means doing good, really. Um, if we are truly good, and every person has good in them, if we, strive for doing good in life, we're going to move closer to a truly civilized society. And I know that all of you, see and hear news every day about, on TV or the internet that is not only sometimes shocking, it's very who'd have thought that the Prince Andrew is no longer a prince. His title was stripped from him. Now it's Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. He was arrested today due to the exposure of crimes that he has committed or allegedly committed, uh, that's in the Epstein files. Why uh, American uh, perpetrators are not being arrested here in the United States is a question, but nevertheless, I mean, these things that are occurring in our news around the world that we're finding out about is enough to make you just want to sit down and cry or take your hand and sweep everything off your desk and just go, what's the point in living? I mean, so much crap is happening, and it doesn't look like anything's getting better. I mean, eh, just a few weeks ago we had, or I think it was just a couple of weeks ago, so many things have happened. I mean, it seems like a long time ago that Bad Bunny was the headliner for the Super Bowl mid halftime show, which was fabulous, by the way. And the whole show made me feel so good about the world. There was so much joy and happiness and just a loving energy that came from there. Even the sign at the end, I wrote it down so I don't misquote it, but the only thing more powerful than hate is love. All right. I mean, there were a lot of haters on that um, for that show. But love is more powerful than that. I mean, I felt that it was because no matter how many people complained, although when you when I think about it in a logical sense, more people enjoyed it than that show and its message than the number of people who hated it and was putting it down. But how the news depicts everything, it makes it seem like there was a majority of people who disliked that show. You know, they just focused on that instead of focusing on the positive and good things and spreading love. Like, if the news media and news organizations are going to get taken over by someone or something, can it just be an entity that wants to spread more love? Like, you know what? We're gonna go out and report the news. We are not gonna spin it in a negative way. We're just going to report the facts, and we're going to look for any details in this news story that are positive, that give hope, that gives hope. Right? Is there anything wrong with that? As long as it's factual, it's journalism. It's a far cry from the journalism that's happening now, but, and I really didn't set out when I started to do podcasts that I wanted to be political, but you know what? I have to be. I just have to be. But I'm gonna be political in the sense that, look, what we all want in life is to be able to live peacefully, to enjoy our life, to be happy, to feel non-threatened, like we want to feel safe and we want to be happy. Want to um, be able to go out, say hi to our neighbors, whoever's around us. These people don't bother us at all. Um, we can go about doing what we do and enjoy it and let everybody else enjoy their life and be kind and being kind to everyone, not saying nasty things, not insulting people, not trying to pick fights. Just let's live peacefully. All right. Now it's yes, I know it's easier said than done. And in fact, today I will say that I was having a conversation with a friend, and he kept going on and on about how the voting parameters are going to be changed um, to the point that I won't be able to vote, and just on and on and on, all this negative BS. Right this very day, let's focus on what's happening right now. What's happening right now is that we can still vote. I am still expecting in the future, when it's time to vote, I'm expecting to get my ballot in the mail. I'm expecting to be able to mail it and it will be counted. All right. I am not thinking this very minute how it is going to change. It hasn't changed. And you know what? If you have the mindset and you think the way that the news is reporting what um some people are wanting, people in our government is trying to do. If you think that's going to happen, then it's going to happen because um you're basically cheering it on. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Period. We're going to still have a very fair election as we always have. Okay. So there's one thing down. So that's a way to, and I just had to end the conversation because it wasn't going anywhere. It was just round and round. Like I stated that it's not going to happen. And then he keeps saying, "It's gonna be this, you're gonna have to, uh, go to Antelope Valley to vote." Like, "Why? I'm gonna walk to the mailbox and put my ballot in there." So, that's how it's going to happen, okay? So shut up. No. But, yeah, you're seeing a little bit, different side of me right now, okay? But there are ways that each one of us can, um, calm down all of this nonsense that happens every single day that comes on our news feeds every single day. First of all, try not to watch news, period, like on TV or whatever, and it's being manipulated by um, the government that's against true journalism and the rights of people and just being fair and honest. It's manipulated. Okay, so try not to watch that news. Secondly, you know, you can focus more within and on yourself. Be mindful of what's happening right now. I'm in my apartment. I'm perfectly safe. Um, the in the foreseeable future, I'm not going to be attacked by anything. Gonna be able to have a very relaxing, calm evening. And also, I try to think about some of the very positive things that I've noticed lately, like the walk for peace that all of those monks um, did. Their goal was to walk from Texas to the capital, Washington, D.C., for peace. Now, all they did was walk, but during their walk, their prayers or mantras was all about peace. And the venerable, and I'm not going to say his name, but the head monk that was leading that walk, he gave a very, very inspiring speech, and he encouraged everybody who was listening and watching that each day you can start your day out peacefully. Don't The first thing you do, don't look at your phone, get up, make your bed, um, and sit down, write out a affirmation, which he specifically said to write, "Today will be my peaceful day." And I started to do that every day. Of course, sometimes my peace goes off the rail like it did today, but know that you can bring it on back. Okay. Um, we're not perfect. We try, we strive very hard to have peace in our lives, to give love to people. What I started to do was write cards. Sometimes I'll write an email or a message, instant message on the phone, something like that. But lately, I've been writing cards to people I love and mailing them. Sometimes it's nice to receive something. People don't write letters anymore to each other. I used to when I was younger, but I haven't really kept up with that. But I'm suggesting that maybe you do that. Maybe I know that you might not have a lot of time, but maybe you could make um, a commitment, a goal to write one card or one letter to somebody you care about and mail that to them. All right. And what that does to spread love and kindness and peace. I mean, I get calls back. In fact, I just received a card back from one of my friends who I've sent a couple of cards to, because if I like to send cards. I also like to receive them, but you'll be surprised and you feel good that you did that. It doesn't have to be a long message. You could say, I just was thinking about you. I want to send this to you because I love you. So, I know these are terrible times. We would like to see justice. We would like to see things turn around and go in the correct direction of progress, of peace, of people s- getting together and in agreement and saying, yeah, we don't want to live here fighting with one another. We want to live here together with you, living our lives in a beautiful way. And I am going to leave you with my love and sentiment that I hope that you have a beautiful, wonderful, peaceful, loving day ahead, days ahead. Okay? Just hang in there. It's going to be all right. All right. Take care of yourself now. And thank you. Bye bye.